That was a good. That was a good warm up story, everybody. We were just
full of fantasy.
we were having gaffes before the stream. We just had to finish some stories. So we're like 2 minutes late. I apologize for that. But we are here, ready to play some Wildemount Beyond Amends. We are 2 sessions away. 2 sessions, folks. So, but before we get into what happened, I think a year ago, it's been so long. We have some sponsors, so we do have Skull Splitter Dice. If you are in need of some nice dice, see what I did there? We're rhyming. Yeah, go to Skull Splitter Dice. Use the ! Skull Splitter in chat, or scroll all the way down and click the link, and use promo code FeatherFall. We are also sponsored by Found Familiar Coffee, which many of us stayed up late on election night, so we had to have the coffees last night, and today, or the drinks, depending on the level of anxiety, which mine is a 10.
Yeah.
You need coffee to keep you going. Go to foundfamiliar.com/featherfall. Get 10% off your order there. Last but not least...
Do you not have a command for Found Familiar? Can I not spell? What's going on?
You're spelling familiar. You're missing the I in there.
Yeah, it's rough, guys. There we go. Thank you, Blue. It's rough.
Last but not least, we have DM Emporium Ty, our very own owner, proprietor, connoisseur.
Hello, I'm Ty. Private owner, connoisseur, an all-around D&D guy. Now, I know if you're anything like me, you can't have enough dice. And so you need a place to buy more dice. Well, I present you with the option of dmemporium.com, and if you use the code FeatherFallTT, not only will you get yourself some fabulous, fabulous dice, but some money will also go to help build this wonderful, fabulous place that you are currently enjoying, the Beyond Demand campaign. Now, I know what you're thinking to yourself, but Ty, I don't need more dice. Well, that's fine. We have other things available as well, including drinkware and tunics and shirts. But why not? Enhance your dice. Enhance your life. Get more dice. Because you're a terrible little dice goblin just like me. DMEmporium.com. They're not China! North Carolina and even Georgia, where your math rocks can be a little bit closer together. Because they're related. No, that's too easy. That's a work phone. That is 100% work phone. No, dude, you gotta hang up. We're playing D&D. No.
2 weeks left of Wildemount, and then we'll be starting our descent into Avernus. I can't even say it again because it's not gonna be fun. We actually got a membership to Sirenscape, so they have a whole curated sound package and playlists for Descent into Avernus as you go to the different areas. Super excited. We tested it out with Star Wars, and oh man, you could time explosions. We timed the Wilhelm scream. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, so we'll be using the a little bit better curated music, because I know we kind of have the stale what we have right now. But that's 2 weeks from tonight, hopefully, assuming we get everything done here. And then every other Saturday we're playing the Gateway Wars. This Saturday being that one. Every other Sunday we're playing Curse of Strahd. This Sunday is Curse of Strahd. And then every other Monday, this last Monday was Star Wars 5e. The party kind of are trying to get out of the oppression of the Hutts, so we'll see how well that works out. And then we're thinking about some one-shots possibly in the schedule. Don't know. Chris needs to free up his calendar so he can run all those for me. But we do have exciting news. So we are running a sponsored game on 10/10 of a item in Kickstart. In Kickstart? That's in the final stages of Kickstarter. It is called Atma. So if you're interested in that, it is a tabletop card role-playing game where essentially you get cards that sets the scenario for you. So they tout it as good for new DMs. They tout it as experienced DMs can add a lot of flavor, but it also has pre-generated characters that kind of help you drive that story. So it's the cards help drive the narrative and the role play. So should be a ton of fun. I'm excited. So we will have the owner and creator Matthew with us from Atma. So if you're interested, I think we can get a link somewhere to their Kickstarter and get it in chat for you. But that's on the 10th. It's going to be amazing. So, all right, enough of that. Let me take a breath. It's been like 3 weeks since you've seen our fine faces up here. Technical goblins, whatever else is just destroying this campaign. I don't know what happened. And then we
started off so well.
Did it? It did not. It was technical issues from day one.
Sure. That was sarcasm.
Yeah, we were cursed from day one. So
should have been a curse from Shot game. Sorry.
Travis.
That pun was beyond amends.
See, no, that one was actually good.
So we're back where the party left off. The town of Trostenwald, whatever left is trying to be salvaged under the tutelage and leadership of Tip, the one and only. But essentially that town has been decimated. There was alchemist fire set throughout all of the sewers, and then alchemist fire thrown and fireballs thrown during the Zenith Festival. And as that has unfolded, you guys have found yourself in league with Samuel Seabury, where once disputed, now allies? And on your way to Alfield. So that's the next stop where you're trying to prevent what happened in Trostenwald. So with that, you are on your way. Met an interesting character that was heading south to Trostenwald. Then you decided to camp for the night. Met that same interesting character heading north, but with a lot more supplies that you can only assume has been looted from the wreckage that happened in Trostenwald. So where we left off, you had just tied him to his carriage, and then Samuel was able to conjure all of these plant growths and roots to just cement him in there. He's not going anywhere. And that's where we'll pick up. So it is the middle of night. I do not believe we've had a long rest. What would you all like to do? I
remember us doing a watch cycle.
Yeah, I thought we wrapped up the watch cycle because I was second and I was watching when the farmer came back, and then it was your turn. You were last. Did I write this down?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it was Lysander's turn last.
Yep. I vaguely remember not much happening during mine, or somebody was staying up with me. I don't remember which.
No, you were last, and no one was staying up with you. But Samuel Seabury did have like a guard out, like a magical guard.
Oh yeah. And, not an unseen servant, or something though.
Yep.
And something souped up.
Similar. Because he was actually made of like golem-like material.
Yeah, it was something like that.
So I'm asleep. I'm asleep for the.
Yeah, you kind of went back to bed.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay, Lysander, we'll just pick it up from your shift. If you want to go ahead and give me a perception check.
19.
Okay. So, keeping an eye on Samuel, or not Samuel, farmer, that looter, the farming looter. You don't notice anything else. Everything goes off without a hitch. It is now morning. Crag Mudface is actually up to sleeping, so he's asleep too. So he is with you, and don't forget that.
Good deal.
Okay. Yeah, morning time.
Well, that farmer made pretty good time to Charleston Walden back with a cartload. What are we going to do with him? Ty, are you talking because you are muted?
Oh yes, I said, why don't we see how he slept first? Go check it out. I go over the curtain, take a look in there. Good morning, sunshine.
Sure.
Sorry, what was that? Oh, your mouth. Hold on. Samuel.
Yeah, so he kind of, being the portly fellow that he is, he kind of, when you see his little elemental creation kind of just dissolve into just a pile of like rocks, and he, kind of undoes the spell with remaining hands, and you see all of the vines just kind of form back into the ground.
While Brandon's checking him out, I will wake up Crag and Lysander as they're sleeping next to each other, I imagine.
Yeah, Crag's like a little puppy and snuggles in Lysander's like the crook of his knee, so it's just like
it's warm.
Whatever works.
You too. Time to wake up, Crag. Yeah, you are on breakfast duty. You might need to go find something. I mean, if you want.
Yeah, I have this jerky. And he
something
pulls it out.
Thinking,
It's got like, you could tell the jerky is old and just.
There's like lint all over it. I was thinking more like something fresh.
Yeah, I'll go look.
I could assist if you like.
There you go.
Yeah, 2 people better than one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Crag and Phylon head out into the prairie lands.
I'll get the fire going again. And just kind of camp tasks.
You're on mute, Ty.
Oh, I'll just go ahead and start the fire for you. As I'm with create bonfire.
I have firewood as well.
That's true. When you know very few spells, it's nice to use them every once in a while, you know? All right, so you're a farmer then, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Just up the road here, probably another couple miles.
Oh, good. So then we can escort you home. You know it is dangerous out here.
Yeah, that's why I got all this stuff to help protect me.
Sure, yeah. These will all come in very useful here. Like,
have you ever thrown a picture frame at somebody?
Oh, yeah, I have actually. I prefer using a bow and arrow as some sort of weapon, but in a pinch, you can really get if somebody catches the corner of those things, man, it's like...
Exactly.
Why don't you stop bullshitting me for just like 20 seconds of your life?
What? I really do have a farm, and it's like 2 miles up north.
These things, though, they are not yours.
I mean, they're mine now.
Where did you get them?
Yeah, I just found them along the way, I believe.
Along the way, too. This is not constructive. Why don't you... Do you like being bound and gagged inside of a wagon?
Well, the way I look at it, I don't think you're going to let me out, so whatever I answer to you is inconsequential at this point.
Oh, well, it can do a lot with your comfort, though. Besides, why would you do this? Are you strapped for cash?
Well,
going to buy the farm out from under you?
Well, I mean, we're always looking to make just a little bit more money, I think.
Oh, yes. Who's we? Do you have a family?
Oh, no, I got some partners that I farm with.
Oh, some partners that you farm with. And how many people are in this little band of yours?
5, 6 of us. Kind of all just work together and...
Oh, really? What is it you do? What are your crops?
Oh, tobacco mainly, yeah.
cocoa. Yeah, well, very nice.
Some wheat.
So you are so close that you work and live together, but they are not your family.
Well, I mean, yeah, we just kind of share the duties.
Sure. 6 grown men all sharing one farm. It must be a large farm.
I didn't say we were all men.
Oh.
I mean, there's
6 companions, fully grown.
one farm. I mean, it's pretty big. It takes a lot of hands to get the work done. We got a
Not
few,
so much that you can leave for a day to ransack a poor city that is on fire.
No, I mean we get days off.
Oh, yeah, of course. Is it the weekend already? I had not noticed.
Well, I mean, it's the Zenith Festival, so kind of we're not really. None of the towns are taking our exports, so yeah, kind of like a weekend, I guess. And as farmers, we really don't have weekends. We work every day.
Interesting. So, I realized I'm doing this all wrong. Could we get the Zone of Truth over here?
Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, that's right. Amends is here, and I have the character sheet.
I have the power.
Doodle-doodle-doop. Loading. Yeah, she's gonna Zone of Truth that shady farmer.
Okay.
Spell save 17. What kind of spell save, you asked? Let me look.
Isn't it wisdom?
Charisma saving throw of 14.
He doesn't have a modifier, but I rolled a 17.
Yeah, you're good. I mean, you save.
So, it's a demo.
You can give me a insight if you would like.
Well, Amathael would know if they make the save, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Side check. It's not very good.
She'll make
2 plus a 4, that's 6.
16 for.
I mean, from
Amends,
what you can tell, he's generally being truthful with you. Clearly, he's overtly leaving details out of things.
So,
Yes.
if we escort you home, how many of them will attack us for having you,
We're just farmers. We're not going to
take
attack anybody.
Listen, as much as I want to believe that just is something there that you're not telling me. So, with everything adding up, I'm going to assume it is hostile. So.
Well, you have a clearly powerful wizard with you.
Yes,
No, not
am.
you. The other one. Why would we attack you?
Well, they don't know that.
We don't want to die.
I don't want you to die, but at the same time, if you committed a crime, then you must, serve and pay for that crime.
I mean, it's more of
a burning, exploded city.
more of a crime of morality, I think, than anything.
Yeah,
Because it's nobody's
pretty
property.
Sticky on those moralities. Looting a burning, exploded city sits pretty poorly with me.
Are your friends going to be concerned that you didn't make it home last night?
Yeah, they probably will. I mean,
Are they going to miss you?
if you're speaking of killing me now, yeah, they would.
Oh, no. I mean,
Why would
done
we?
that last night? I'm just trying to get a hold of the situation. Brent, this weasel here.
For sure.
We have other stuff to do, right? I don't
Yeah.
know how much time we want to devote to him, unless he's going to
figure-
stab us in the back later.
This is my concern that they will come after us. So I just figure we take him to the Alstead with us and then tell them his crimes and let them deal with it. Even for a little ride there. I know that you probably have some sort of in with them or something weird, but we'll do the best we can.
Sure.
All right.
Do you leave him? So you tied him up like in the driver's area. Do you leave him there?
No, I'm gonna pat him down for weapons, and then I'm going to just hands and legs in the back.
He just has a simple dagger on him.
I'll take that off of him. You'll have this back, I promise. And then,
Probably in my back, I think, but
Yes, yeah, I'm the untrustworthy one, you fucking thief. Shut up and get back there.
I mean, you could both be untrustworthy.
Some days, I'm just gonna burn down the whole world. It's great.
Okay. Flightline, we'll go back to you and Crag.
Okay.
He rolled a 12 on survival for hunting.
Okay, I'll roll. Eventually it will roll 19.
Yeah, so he's unfamiliar with this territory, and he's like trying to just chase stuff out, and you're expertly stalking and working around his tactic.
I'm letting him flush them out for me.
Yeah, exactly. And you catch a couple bigger, like they're like prairie dogs, but not prairie dogs. More like
Dire prairie dogs.
yeah, they're terrible, and they just
Basically
bite hard.
a badger.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Yep. Cool. So I bring these badger-sized prairie dogs back to camp.
Yeah.
With a
Crag is just singing your praises. Oh, she was so good. I couldn't. I didn't kill anything.
She is pretty good, yeah.
I could not have done it without you and your arm waving.
They were just so fast.
It was very effective in herding them towards me. So we worked together. We'll just get to skinning them and making them into food. Making sure I feed the spider that's in my backpack because it's been a little while.
Oh yeah, puppy's totally good.
Puppy.
You no longer have any rations or anything in your backpack.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'll give Puppy some fresh meat.
Okay.
Samuel can see that I have a giant spider in my backpack.
Don't ask.
But yeah, make sure everybody gets fed.
Yeah, yummy tummies everybody has now.
Yeah, that was delicious. I do not think I've had one of these before. Quite good.
So this is a little tough. I apologize.
Not as tough as jerky. So it is welcome. Thank you.
And Crag just instinctively hands you his piece of jerky.
Craig, no. I don't want your jerky. Save it.
Oh. And he just...
I said save it, not eat it now.
Okay.
Well, so we are taking this farmer to Alfield, doing a wellness check there, and making sure all is well. Hopefully intact. Looking for, hopefully, the shape-shifting gnome somewhere.
Is there anything that we should look for, Samuel, that you would know that are some signs that maybe led you to trust involved?
Well, so he sidles up over to you. Well, we have our, I can't remember his voice. It's been like a month. Well, first thing we need to do is just reach up with my contact, and we'll just get a quick understanding of where everything's at.
It's not this guy, you said.
No, this guy is...
Small potatoes.
He's an idiot, I think. A simpleton is the correct word. But we should probably go. The sooner the better. Okay. So he, gets on his horse as slowly and difficult as possible.
Do you need some help there, Samuel? Would you like to use the wagon now that we have one?
Oh, no, I'm good.
All right.
Get some good exercise in for today.
Who is driving the wagon?
I don't know.
I think it's up for grabs.
Oh,
Nice and yeah.
won't hurt to try.
I will be a navigator. I will ride next to you.
Awesome. I wouldn't want anybody else there.
It's my spot. To be honest, I'm going to read the whole time, so keep your eyes open.
Okay.
Are you actually telling me that?
Yes. Yeah, so I'll take up the seat next to you. Like, I imagine it's like the bench, stereotypical bench seat up there. I'll grab next to it and crack open the vampire book that I picked up in Drostenwald. And continue to read.
I'll attach the now spare horses to, I guess, two of the people who are actually riding.
Okay.
So I'll take one, and then
Samuel can
Brent
take one.
or Samuel. And I will stay at the rear and guard there if you would like to lead the way, Brent.
I've got that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you take off in a steady trot. Today there are a few more people on the I believe we called it the Amber Road is the name. Heading south as you see from Alfield, so Alfield north, Trostenwald south. It seems to be like that travel has picked up in this last day. And that's just, you haven't made it to the farm. So about 3 miles worth of travel. You see 5 people, which is unusually high for this last day of travel that you've had.
Are they all generally traveling in the same direction?
Yeah, they're all heading south. I mean, you haven't seen anybody heading south to north.
Are they heading together, or is it like what, like two
Just
people that like one?
yeah.
Or okay.
Any signs of distress? Maybe they're trying to run away from something, damage to their clothes.
No,
anything?
seem like normal travels. Travelers.
I don't care. I'm gonna keep on moving.
Keep on keeping on.
Okay.
Unless somebody else objects, in which case then I can stop.
I do not think so.
Yeah, so
Moving
as you move that last mile, you do see a larger house to the left, and the farmer's like, "Oh, this is my house. So stop."
Sure. Is it surrounded by tobacco?
There are tobacco fields. There are some wheat fields out there.
Is it a large farm or
It's pretty
small or regular?
pretty good size.
Okay. Oh yeah, look at that.
No.
Hopefully you'll be able to come back soon.
Are we taking him straight to Alfield? Like, we're gonna go put him in the hands of
Yeah.
the authority? Yeah, okay. Well, we will pin this on the map and maybe visit someday.
Well, you could just take me here and take all of. I mean, if you were so interested in the stuff for yourself, you could just take it with you.
No, it'll be sent back to where it belongs.
Well, where it belongs are to dead people. I mean, I'm not.
Well, they're our next of kin, I imagine.
They might have had families and stuff, that might need this to get through a very difficult time. When you lose all of your material possessions, it's kind of hard to rebuild when some asshole comes and steals them from your house. Do you even know who is in these pictures? You only saw the frames and what they were worth. You didn't see the memories and the values that they had to the people that you were taking them away from. So maybe sit back there, sit down, and shut the hell up.
Well,
You better listen to him.
sure. I mean, we could stop and have some tea, I guess, if you'd like.
No.
Let's just keep going.
Okay. And so as you keep going, you head to the north as you kind of pass it to the north.
Cranky's playing a drinking game in there. So.
Brant's angry. That's a shot. As you head to the north, you start to see like piles in like what you would assume is the backyard of this house, just piles of stuff. Clearly like a horde-esque situation. And then still continuing forward.
Yeah.
Okay. As you go a little bit more forward, you see that the wheat fields that he was talking about extend for like 4 miles. It's huge. Yeah. And so, continuing forward, I don't remember how far we said we were, but you're less than a day's travel. You're like, at most, 4 or 5 hours is where I believe.
Sean.
Okay, and we did just get a D4 added, so if anybody needs it at any point.
Hot dog.
Hot diggity dog. And you're starting to see the same amount of people traveling south. Again, nobody has passed you going north. Seems to be a little bit busier. The Zenith Festival has ended at this point. Well, didn't really start in Trustful. But it has ended. And people are generally okay. They're like, oh, hey,
Something's not sitting right with all this. But I can't put my finger on it.
There's sure an awful lot of junk behind that place with that there, only one person going out, and if they're all going and grabbing things from other places, I mean, there's that.
There's only so much we can do at this time.
Oh no, I agree. I'm just trying to think of a reason so many, more moderate people are on the road as opposed to no one yesterday.
If the festival is over, perhaps they are going home.
Could be it.
Could be.
Could be it. I mean,
The outcome's clear, so I like that.
we won't know for sure until we get there, I guess.
it's true.
I mean, we could ask them, but...
None of them seem afraid or singed, so at least there's that.
Yeah, no cause for alarm yet.
Yet.
But when you're playing D&D,
Anything could happen at the most opportune times. So continue forward. An hour passes. It's like 10, 11 in the morning. No issues. It's a comfortable ride, surprisingly. Same level of people still.
any like smoke plume in the distance or anything?
Not that you can see. So another hour. You finally kind of crest this hill, and you see the town of Alfield. Smaller than Trostenwald was, but there's still a decent size to it. There's clearly like farmlands to the outside. There's less of a like city wall to it, and it's more just the houses are what form the city. No smoke. Seems generally okay. And then as you head through, you see that last couple 100 feet, and you head into the city. You see that all of the tents are getting taken down nicely. What's the catch? There's no catch. All the tents getting taken down. People cleaning, sweeping streets. It was a successful festival from what you can tell.
Well, Samuel, where can we meet this contact of yours? And also we need to find, I don't know, do we take this man to the Starosta? Here in Alfield? Head guard,
just
maybe?
drop it off with the guards, yeah.
Yeah, perhaps not the Starosta, but a guard.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you see guards like patrolling and just generally moving around. So no real concerns there.
Wouldn't it be funny if Samuel all of a sudden had all the gods on his side? That'd be so funny, wouldn't it, Samuel?
Oh, the cards on my side.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Well, I don't think they were on your side either. Why did you run from town?
You're an idiot.
Is
I'm trying to make conversation with you, but every time I do, you try to needle at me.
Oh, well, I thought you were taking the needle to me. I apologize. I'm sorry. It's kind of my nature with you, I think. Always guard up.
good-natured. You are just so pleasant. I just so don't regret any other interactions.
So, wizard fellow, I don't think I caught your name. What's your name?
This is Queen.
Oh.
My name is Queen.
Hey, Quinn. So do you know how to spot a changeling?
I know. I do not.
You didn't learn this?
I have not dealt
That
with
was a joke. I
changeling.
haven't learned it either. So that's the thing we need to do. Number one thing, we need to learn how to spot the changeling, because
Yeah, I agree. I was hoping. Maybe-
Brant, you don't like my jokes? We're trying to be funny and making conversation.
You're gonna make him take another shot.
I mean, I don't know if it is just as clear as a detect magic, or if it's something bigger than that. But maybe we should check with the gods and see if they've had any shady things happening.
Yeah, and then while you check with the guards, if somebody wants to come with me, we'll check with my contacts here, and then we can go from there.
I am happy to do either.
Yeah, do you and Brant want to take care of this guy, and I can go with Samuel? Might be best.
And Lysander?
And
I'll go with the guard.
Well, I can take care of him. I think probably having all three of you for Samuel would probably be a little more on par with what he might be able to do with his recent displays.
I'll
Is
go with
that-
Seabury.
MSL can go with you, Brent?
Sure.
Okay. So Samuel's like, well, first place to check is always the tavern, right?
well, yes,
It's-
sometimes.
Isn't
That's where the grifters
not-
show up, at least.
your contact? Do you not know where they would be?
It's probably staying at the inn. It's checks the sun. He doesn't have a watch. I was like, that's probably. Well, it's probably still sleeping. Hasn't gone up yet. Zero's a bit of a late night owl, as you might say. So he sleeps in.
Say his name again. What did you say?
Zero.
Like Daryl. Zero.
Zero. Zaril.
All right. Yeah. The end might be the best place to start, and then
Okay.
we move from there.
Yeah, so you take all your... Are you taking all the wagons and... No, you're not. Brant's taking the wagon.
Yeah, he's got the wagon. I don't know if we want to keep them all together. I assume we're dropping off the wagon as evidence. We would have just our horses back. So
Yeah, they would be able to take like his horses and wagon, and then we could take our horses to the inn, depending on how long we're staying.
Okay. That would work.
yeah.
So Brant, are you going to like... Just gonna
That's
find a
whatever
guard?
guard station that I see. Like,
Yeah, there's-
I'll even like.
There's one deeper in town. You see a whole like pack of guards. What they call them, a murder of guards. Sorry, it was like crows. Dark humor, folks. It was crows. A gaggle of guards, I think, is more appropriate.
Brutality of cops? No.
So you do find a group of them, and yeah, so you're rolling up.
So I just kind of roll up. Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello.
I have a crime to report. This fellow back here will-
Oh, citizen's arrest, huh?
Yes, sir. 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 Yes, sir
Like
Oh,
your style.
not really. I used to be a god back in the day.
Oh!
So-
Which branch?
I was part of the Zelezo
Oh,
on the court. Yeah. Not Crown's god, but we keep a close date second. But anyway, we have this fellow here. He went down to Trustenwald on foot, and then came back with a wagon full of looted plunder with pictures of he's stolen from people there, and we thought I'd just hand him over to you to figure out what to do with it. I mean, whatever you decide will be whatever is good for him.
sure.
So I just wanted to, drop him off.
Yeah, and so he's like, well, I mean, I guess we... Did you see him take all this stuff?
Oh yeah, totally. No, he came back with it. There are pictures. I asked him where he got them. He said he looted them from dead people's homes. He straight up admitted it to me. Well,
And he looks
on
back
the
to the
road,
guy.
so-
Did you loot these from people?
oh, great.
Not at all.
Fine, do what you will. He's your problem now. I'm just going to leave him here with you because.
Well,
walk
we'll
away.
follow up and I mean,
Sure, you will. Bye.
so he
Have a
actually
wonderful-
he hops into the wagon and just moves it forward, leaving the guy tied up. And you see him head deeper into the city. Yeah.
Oh, no, just go see if I can. I guess where's a local pub? I guess. Well, I guess I'll have to hang out until I can.
Well, I mean, there's two. So heading this way, and he like there's the Feed and Mead, and then heading, kind of back towards the way you came. There's the Candle Glow Inn.
Which one's the good one?
Well, it depends on what you want. I mean, if you want a good time, the Feed and Mead's pretty fun. It gets a little rowdy there. We usually get called in every night to break up a fight. But the Candle Glow is a little bit more upscale. Nice beds and stuff.
Sure, feed and meat it is. Cracks his neck and heads back where he was going.
So yeah, you're kind of like doing that awkward, like, hey, I'll see you later, but then you both walk the same direction.
So Alfield pretty quiet. You guys had the festival recently. Yeah?
Oh yeah, couple ruffians, no big deal.
Nice.
Same. It's really the same people. You kind of keep an eye on them when they come into, come to the festival.
Yeah.
You're like, I know it's gonna be these guys. They get all liquored up and think, oh, well, I can do whatever I want.
So there are certain universal things then. It's weird. There's a farm a few miles down the road. They just have a pile of hoarded things that I thought maybe they had taken from Alfield, but I don't know.
Well,
Just a weird spectacle.
we've got some complaints about like rats and stuff being infested down there, but they're hoarders. They kind of just keep things. No real harm up here yet. I mean, if you're saying this guy took it all from Charleston, what would you say happened down there? I mean,
There was explosions and stuff during the festival. It was horrible.
what?
Yeah, didn't you see all the smoke on the horizon? It was an intense situation.
so it was like a cloudy day or something.
Yeah,
It's
I wish
it's
it was
pretty
on-
far. Like you
Yeah.
couldn't see it once you travel a couple more miles this way.
Yeah, it was insane. There was fire and explosions, and
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
it was like lots of people. Like I don't think it will be the same for quite a long time, if ever. And that's the roaster there herself. It was blown up. Apparently, it was.
I mean, do you know who did it?
If I did, I would be chasing them and finding some justice for someone. But unfortunately, I'm not bright enough to figure it out.
Well, good thing we're here then.
Right? Yeah. I'm only bright in the fire.
He's like, I get that one. That was funny.
Yeah, totally.
So, I mean, you guys just left. You didn't stay and help.
Well, we stayed and helped as much as we could during the fires and everything, but we're not really much of carpenters or anything like that. So we, helped people out of buildings and helped evacuate and things like that. But our talents don't really lie in rebuilding, unfortunately.
I mean, I hope you're not trouble doesn't follow you.
No, yeah, that's why I brought somebody to you who is doing a crime. No, I'm not one of the people who stirs things up.
Just so you bring the trouble. Get it? And he hits his other guard partner. The guy's like, so what? I mean, Zalezo, what are you doing over here?
Well, retired, looking for something else to do that isn't on the ocean. See the rest of the world.
You won't find much here. It's kind of boring. Just farm town. We did have a Knoll attack a couple months ago, but I mean that was pretty well dispatched. Group of mercenaries came through and just.
Island is much more boring. We can't even have Knoll attacks. They'd have to swim forever to even get to us. So
I mean that was the only thing for like years.
Wow,
which is good.
Sounds
I mean.
Like
And he kind of hits his partner. He's like, "This is why he's not the athletic type anymore."
Yeah.
And then, so you go, and he's like, "Well, right down that way," and he kind of branches off to the left. You'll find the feed mead. We're gonna kind of keep going, so I guess we'll see you later.
Well, take it easy.
Okay, back to the other group. So you guys would probably be, if you're looking for the closest inn, you're going to be going to the Candle Glow. Other side of town.
I had a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, nice try.
Son of a...
I mean, you could have just watched which direction we went in. But...
Well, I assume we split off, so I didn't know. I thought I went left and.
Two birds, one stone. I mean, you could check up there, maybe.
If I don't see them when I get to the feed and mead, I'll head to the other.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll just keep crossing like ships in the night.
So yeah, you're heading through what would be like a residential district. It's nicer houses than kind of the farmhouses you've passed, but it is not a big town. So like they're modest in size, but they're not too far away from where the entrance you came in, and you head into the Candle Glow. And so Samuel kind of hops down and ties his horse up. Well, I guess we start here.
Yeah. Who are we looking for again? What?
Zero
We have
was
we have his name, but
oh,
what does he look like?
You will notice him pretty quickly, and he looks at Flightline and he's like, "Well, he's colorful too."
All right.
Same colors?
No,
or...
different, but
Since it does not help.
I guess we will see.
but
When we see him.
Yeah, and so as he's like, well, let's get in there. As you walk in, you do see sitting down at one of the tables by himself is a pink tiefling, and so not exactly the same colors, but has some of them. And he's in like bright purple, like I don't want to say like neon purple, but just bright purple robe, and his skin is pink, and it's a lighter pink horns. And he's just having a nice little breakfast.
Well, I assume you will introduce us. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Zero, hey. And so Samuel walks up and takes a seat, grabs some of the food. He's like, Zero, these points to the three of you. These are some people that I met. They were actually helping down in Trustenwald, and do you have a better place to talk, and maybe not quite out in the open? Zero's like, well, we could always go up to my room. It seems to be pretty quiet.
That is a plan. Then I am. My name is Quinn. by the way.
After breakfast, though.
Oh,
Almost done.
sure.
Do you guys want
Well,
something?
then,
I mean, it's on me if you want.
Oh, I
yeah.
definitely could use some food.
And
Yes.
he's like, and you get this big, like, 3 minutes go by. You get this big platter of eggs and bacon and biscuits. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Do you have any, like champagne or like a
what is this? What is this, Vegas?
Yeah, I'm looking for mimosa. You know, it's morning time.
Let's not take too much advantage of his generosity.
Well, we can. And
Hey, Grifter, he offered.
they bring a trust over.
Grifting properly.
Yeah, oh,
Hey, perhaps more
Of
to the
trust.
point, we should not be drinking right
It's-
now.
it's just a little
Oh,
bit.
it's
I mean,
never too early to drink.
It's
It
we are working.
I will not get to inebriation. It is just,
And the tiefling takes his big hand
halfway.
and slaps you on the back, Quinn, and goes, "Ha! He's got the right. You can't have a good day without a drink in the morning.
just
It really wakes you up for the day."
take the edge off, right?
Right. So it seems opposite, I think.
Oh, I'm at a heightened state of awareness once we have one or two.
How drunk is Zero?
Not very. He's
Okay.
he's you can tell he's a boisterous personality, so he's always over the top.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, after breakfast, we will go ahead and have our conversations, but eat. You don't want this to go to waste. I mean, you can't really start your day without a drink and some food. And so he's just...
Yeah, I will partake in all that is in front of me.
I will assemble a sandwich.
I'll just make a big old messy plateful.
Okay. Brant, you want to
Some
eat? Oh, that's right. You're not here.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm walking around going, this stupid fucking place.
Exactly.
I will assemble a sandwich for Brant when Brant arrives. Just to give Brant a sandwich.
Peanut butter egg
Breakfast sandwich.
toast.
No,
butter egg
definitely not. Just like a breakfast sandwich, like a bagel and eggs and bacon and cheese.
Well, that sounds so good right now.
All the food groups.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So good 10-15 minutes go by. We'll go to Brant. Brant, 5 minutes of walking, and you're to the feed mead. So it is not the nicest establishment. And so it looks like a feed mead. What you would assume is like a
Wow. What
yeah.
a shithole.
and you see behind the bar just this dwarf with long brown beard. He's got long brown hair. Yeah. Oh, welcome.
Hi, have a group of 4 come in here today yet? At all?
No, he anybody come in here?
Oh, okay.
Who? I
Everyone's
mean,
just sleeping it off, huh?
yeah, probably. Do you want beer or something?
I'm kind of looking for some people, but you know what? Yeah, if you'd fill up this any kinds of like a water skin, I'll pay for the fill ups for your time. That would be good.
Okay. I mean, we don't really have we don't have any food right now, but I could probably make you something.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So he walks around for a couple minutes. It's
let's get the-
surprisingly dead here.
Is that a blood stain?
Yeah, and then he'll come back and here you go, just 3 silver pieces, please.
There you are, and one for your trouble.
And like as he gets close, he kind of like squints.
You all right there?
Oh, it's old age, getting hard to see folks around here
yeah.
now.
Oh,
But
that's okay.
I mean, this might be rude, but
Probably, but that's okay.
is your hair on fire?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I just didn't know if it was me or the cataracts kicking in again.
No, I am always on fire. Thank you for noticing.
I mean, how? Why?
That is a wonderful question I knew the answer to. Just born on fire, I guess,
Hey. Okay. I love it.
Thank you for the beer. And he's just gonna head out and head to the.
Until next time, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't catch your name. I might be back later tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm Kroll.
Kroll?
Yeah.
I have a brother, Dave. Do you, Mr. Kroll? That's fine. Bye.
Okay. Yeah. So you head down. Are you asking for directions? You're on mute though.
Yeah, I'll just ask for directions from the first guard or whoever I see.
Yeah, easy enough. You find it 10-minute walk. And before that, we'll go to the other party. And so a couple minutes, you all finish. He's like, so we ready to head upstairs and have this talk?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah. If you are, if you're confident that we cannot have this conversation here.
Y'all back. Okay, so we're back.
Back again.
And so
Sorry.
he Zero stands up and just his giant tail is flowing out this way, and so his robes kind of billow as he walks. He leaves a couple gold on the table, slams it down, and Samuel gets up being quite the opposite, where Zeryl's tall and muscular, Samuel is not. So they head up. Is everybody else going with them?
Yeah, I will grab the bartender, waitress, whatever, and let them know we're waiting for somebody, Brant, and give Brant's description if they could send him up.
Okay. Yeah, you find the barkeep.
Excuse me, Flo.
Yep.
Yeah, the TV show.
Popular TV show.
And then, yeah, I'll follow up.
Okay. Oh yeah, we need to do that. Just kidding. Yeah, so he heads up. It is again modest room, much like the one you had at the Nestle Nook. Has a bed. He's got some stuff in there. Well, I guess come in, have a seat on the bed or stand or whatever. I assume, since you're here, Samuel, that things either went well or not so well down in Trustenwald.
The two options.
Well, it's true. Those are really the only two options we have.
There's no middle ground.
Oh, well, we aren't to leave our post until...
A or B.
We stay in these towns until something comes up, or until we're relieved, I guess. Well, I guess you could have been relieved, but I doubt it. So what? And he kind of looks to all of you. What happened?
Well, Alfield is not, or excuse me, Trustenwald is not standing at the moment. Seems there was some
fell down.
Yes, some sort of synchronized attack that was taking place.
Samuel, this was under your care. What happened?
He seemed. If you don't mind, Samuel, it seems his mouth got the better of him, and he was in a situation.
You see his face actually kind of like his posture going from being the confident jerk that he was, to kind of sinking down and just trying to hide his shame. He's like, well, I was so certain it was somebody else that I put most of my time into there, and unfortunately, I chose wrong.
And that is why we are here. We trying to figure out who did this.
So, do you think it's going to be an attack here? Much like what you had?
We had, I think every vision we had of Alfield was that it was in the same amount of rubble that Rosenwald was. So it was a good surprise to see it standing.
Well, I mean, the only problem we had was, a couple ruffians, I think, were just, had a little too much to drink, but it wasn't too bad. And at this point, Brant, you would have made it, and, Thaddeus Candlekeep would have showed you to his Candleglow, sorry, not Candlekeep, would have kind of showed you upstairs and gave you the room number. Oh,
that must be
for you.
Our other friend. Yes, we have one more in our party.
Oh, come on in. But
yeah,
I mean, so back to the story. It was really uneventful. Do you all anticipate something else happening, or yet to come? I mean, you would think the Zenith Festival would probably be the best if it was looking for targets.
Perhaps they could not hit both places at once. There are not enough of them.
That is probably true.
How many do we know we're dealing with?
We do not.
Well, there was a handful of synchronized alchemical fires that took place that would lit off all at once, so at least 6 or 7, I would imagine. And by all reports, they were not heading further south. We think they were coming up north here.
At least that's what Samuel said to us.
I hand Brant the sandwich.
Oh, this is... Thank you. Oh, yeah, that hits the spot. Oh, this is... He just kind of sits down, kicks his feet out, and just kind of watching now.
Well, I mean, did you... So you know of 1, you said 2? 3, maybe? Sorry, you said it was synchronized. What are we looking for?
Well, some sort of group that is working together, a shape-shifting gnome, perhaps. Somebody that can take the shape of somebody else.
Interesting.
Not
you sure
a doppelganger, but something.
You sure it's
more...
not your goblin friend here?
No, he is good. That is Crag. He has been with us for a day or 2 now.
He was with us during the attacks, actually, as well.
Yes, he helped put the fire out.
It's not often you see goblins working with,
Well, I mean,
no.
Do you know how to expose a changeling? We could always test it, as long as you don't hurt him.
Well, best way I know is you just stab it. I mean, we could try it, and he kind of pulls out like a nice curved blade. He's like, well, cracks like,
He is not a changeling. He's of different make. So, I mean, all reports brought us here. Samuel led us here. We're trying to get a lead, a jump on this changeling for sure. That is, I think, number 1 priority that we have. And I think they are one and the same that started everything in Rosenwald.
So, where would... to be honest, I mean, my report is that not much has happened here. It's been, I mean, relatively quiet, surprisingly. Where would we start? What?
Yeah, Samuel, where would we start?
And again, he's Brant. As you enter, you do see him in a different posture than normal. That slinked kind of shame on his face. He's like, well, I mean, I don't know.
You said this would be the next logical place for them, yeah?
Well, if they're heading up, maybe we're a day behind.
Well, we know that the sewers under the city were scorched entirely, so maybe there is something under the city that we could look for to see if there's anything similar. Maybe they did try and it was not successful.
So when did the Tiefling speaks up? When did it happen?
2 days ago.
Like what point?
Right as they were giving the opening speech, correct?
So we've passed that, and we've closed, and everything's done.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who do you think was the main target? But why do you think it happened? First off.
Well, Samuel is of the theory that they are doing it to create more dependence upon the Empire, to create like a sort of, make it look like there's an enemy when there is not one. In military, this is known as false flag, where you pretend to be something that is not there, so that way you have somebody perceive the threat that is not there, so they ally with you against this threat that is not there, and then you get them to rely on you. If this was true, we should look for other measures that happened in this town that would either show how good the Empire is to Alfield, or that how it would be of a benefit against it, or some other threat or anything. Was there anything about like any other countries or anything about the Cerberus Assembly that came up during any speeches here? Because one of the things about the attack was that it did kill the Starosta, so the power structure in that city is now completely different with someone I don't trust in charge. But I never got to sit down and hang out with Tip, so my opinion of him never improved past wanting to punch him in the face.
So you said that Starosta's gone.
Yes.
And Tip, I mean, I think we know the name. He works there. And Samuel's like, yeah, he was like the admin of the place.
Yeah, mysteriously put in charge. I don't know how Strosses are normally chosen though, but he seemed to be coordinating things just fine, so I had no reason to speak against it.
Well, I mean, maybe we start with the sewers. Maybe we talk to the Starosta to see what their plans are, because if they attack during a speech, I mean, it's open.
Did you attend the speech here?
Yeah, we were here for the open ceremonies.
Was there anything out of ordinary there, or was it just like standard stuff for the ceremonies?
Well, it seemed all the same standard drivel that happens, right?
Yeah. For sure.
The sewers would be a bit risky. If I recall correctly, we looked at what had happened in Trossenwald, and the sewers were basically scoured clean by whatever blast they set off. So if we were trapped down there, we would die horribly and immediately.
That is a very good point. They were not used for escape. They were, they were lit up. I would hate to be down there.
Well, unless they were lit to prevent whoever was supposed to escape from getting out and making them look like another victim. Easy way to cover your tracks. Kill everyone you're with.
Either way, we should not be trapped down there.
So you have said that all has been quiet except for some couple ruffians. Do you have an in with the gods that we might be able to talk to and kind of put them on high alert just in case?
Yeah, they've been generally helpful. I mean, small town guards kind of, they don't really have much going on, so they have no reason to be really worried or anything.
And they said something about a knoll attack. I mean, how long ago was that?
A couple months ago. But yeah, that was before I got here. Or after, yeah, before I got here.
No orcs or goblins or anything reported in the area up here?
No.
All right.
Right. I would have to think the gnolls might be a separate issue. Any three-headed dogs? That is probably, hopefully, a joke.
Two-headed.
Two-headed. Sorry.
Yes.
My math these days.
No, I can't think of any, to be honest.
All right. Well, I guess this is our boots need to hit the pavement and we just start questioning people.
I mean, and he looks at Samuel. The only one of us who's really expendable is you, Samuel. I guess you can check the sewers.
What is the hierarchy here?
Expendable.
Well, I mean, we're all kind of just assigned to a town, so we have some inkling that something's going to happen, and so that's why we're here, right? So we're not here in an official capacity, more of just here.
Well, sure.
And now that Samuel no longer has a town, he doesn't.
Yeah,
And Samuel's like, "Well, it's true. This is what we signed up for."
Oh.
Well, I won't speak for everybody, but I can say that we are here to help. We do not want to see any more innocent people being taken advantage of with pyramid schemes or alchemical fire or anything
pyramid
of the like.
schemes.
It is a long, terrible story.
Yeah, there was a group that was trying to get us to shill their body lotion.
And he's like,
The Trust 10, yeah.
"Wait,
I'm sorry to interrupt. Have you had any reports of break-ins or something where a raven's feather was left behind?
That's a great question.
no break-ins, but it is interesting you bring up lotions and the trust in Vault 10.
I'll take out the sample I have and
He takes out a sample.
As
He's
he's
like-
having, Brad's just gonna undo his bag of beer that he just got. He's drinking it.
He's like, "This stuff is pretty good. Did you try it?"
no, we saw somebody try it on their lips. That was about it.
Right across the face.
And he takes some and he's like, "Oh, it's
You don't want to do that.
what you talking about? I have this all of the time."
Maybe it's not the same. No. Here, hold out your hand.
I was like, I got too much now.
Well,
He's
this
like,
stuff
"Whoa,
will make
this,
you go numb.
He's like, "Yeah, this is a bit different, but
Peppery, maybe a little spicy.
something must have gone wrong with this batch. I don't know, but it does feel pretty interesting on the hands." But and the bottle he has is the exact same.
Yeah. Well, where did you get that one?
Oh, it was from there's some peddler up here selling Trust 10 lotions, best on the market.
Wasn't the Trust 10 working with the Cerberus Assembly?
Samuel's like, no.
So
No.
they had your seal in their camp?
I don't remember that.
No, they
And
didn't.
You also had, a whole case of their lotion and stuff. As in the same tent we found the Cerberus seals.
The tiefling kind of, quizzical eyebrow. Well, I mean, I think some of them live here. Some of their members, maybe we could start there too.
I did not trust in.
It is probably a good place to start. I mean,
That's very Moira-esque. A good place to start. Sorry.
Yeah, that is me not knowing the accent that I'm using.
There's no romances.
505 body lotion available now. Small hints of glitter.
But yeah, we can start with them and move our way through town. I do not know.
Do you know anything about changelings and how to find them? Or do you know of a bookstore somewhere where you could research this sort of thing? Or is there a library here?
No, not really a library, but like I told these folks, you just stab them. Seems to be the best way.
We cannot go around stabbing everybody.
Well, you could. It's just, you know.
You might have fun. I don't. As long as you don't stab them too hard.
Well,
No, we have been in trouble with your friend here for being too violent.
Oh, he's not my friend.
Oh, Samuel, you're very popular here.
He's just. Shut up. Well, let's get started. Samuel, you take sewers.
that is a shitty job.
Do we want to split up or do we want to go together?
I am against splitting up personally.
Yeah, it would probably be best to stay together in case something big comes up.
I believe so.
Gwen gets it.
You split the party to get things done faster, I've heard. And so he stands up. No time waste. Let's go. And he's gone.
All right. Well,
Yeah, follow.
after him.
Okay. So y'all leave the candle glow in. He's like, oh, so I guess where do you want to go first? We should have thought of that out in the room, I guess.
Well, you said some of them live here. Some of the Trust 10.
Well, okay, I will head to the Starosta, you head to the Trust 10, and we will meet back up in 2 hours.
All right.
Very well.
Okay. And
Where should we go to see these trusts? And can you have general directions? Do you know anyone who is actually inside of this organization?
Oh, that's a good point. Thank you for asking.
You have a lotion supply, as you are quite the.
No, they do. They do have a little shop here. It's just down the road. It's a small boutique shop, if you will.
Oh, very nice.
But you'll find you
No,
can't
I
miss
too would
it.
moisturize if it wasn't for all the fire. But
It would make it difficult. Maybe this is your lotion, and he hands you the tainted lotion. Maybe this is meant to go on fire.
boy,
People.
that's something we're not going to find out today, is it?
Oh, come on, it's he's still rubbing. It's not too bad. He's like, you could tell he doesn't have feeling in his fingers.
Just curious, can you hold a pen when you do that? He kind of like hands him like a stick. He just picks up a stick and he tosses it to see if he can catch it. And...
He's just like hit. Ah.
all right.
What do I do with all these pens? It's bad. I feel like we're in a bad infomercial. Okay, so yeah, he just takes off after that. Heading through the streets, it's not really like a paved streets here. It's more of the like packed mud at this point. And it's been a nice summer, so not too much rain. But you can see that there's big ruts in the road where all the wagons go. And a couple blocks down the street is a nice little... It stands out from the other buildings. But it is a nicer, well-kept, small shop, not too big. And on the top it says the Trust 10. Lotions and fineries.
Well, hopefully they haven't heard anything about us.
All their friends were dead, so
This is true.
And you see a small gnome manning the counter. At the counter, she has like
Changeling, stab him.
you gotta stab him. She's running the counter. Blonde hair, both in buns. And she's standing on the actual counter and yelling at people as they walk by to, that annoying person in the mall that wants you to try their lotion. She goes,
Lysander, I think this is one for you, yeah?
Sure. I'm willing to try whatever.
I feel like the chat's roasting you today.
It might be.
So are you approaching Lysander?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Oh, you, sir. You're human, correct?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you, sir. It looks like you are in need of some of our fine lotions. Have you ever used a moisturizer?
No, I don't use moisturizers normally.
Oh, well, here, try this. And she takes a little bit and puts it into your, probably not even outstretched hand, just like straight, like into like your hand at your side.
Are we talking like a bottle or like just puts like a little bit of lotion on there?
Puts a little lotion on there.
Okay.
You do not go numb. Just
Okay.
nice moisturizer. Now it does into your hand, and she pulls it out from like its resting position at your side, and like strokes it across the top. Doesn't that just feel amazing?
Still no numbness or anything?
No.
Surprisingly, it feels pretty good, actually.
Yeah. So we do sell this. And she's like, "Here, have a seat." And she pulls out one of the stools on the other side of the counter. She's like, "If you think that this moisturizer on your hand feels great," she pulls out another smaller bottle. This one's like rosy pink, and she pulls it out and just kind of pushes it on your cheek and your forehead. And she's like, "This in 10 minutes, you will have the cleanest, clearest skin you've ever seen. I promise you."
I mean, I don't know that I care too much about that, but it sounds like it could be a pleasant experience.
It doesn't go numb. It's just
But
you get like it's tingling, like it's actually doing something. But it doesn't go numb. And then minute goes by. So, what's your name?
my name's Vaughn.
Oh, Vaughn.
V-O-N.
V-O-N. Oh, normally you spell it V-A-U-G-H-N, but V-O-N, that's interesting. Is that short for something?
Nope. That's just what my parents named me.
Oh. Cool parents then. They were really edgy.
I don't know about that. Well, I don't know about the cool part. Edgy for sure.
Are you wearing a hat?
No, I do not have a hat.
She's like, I'm sorry, Vaughn, but your hair is atrocious. Can I clean
Do
it up?
whatever. You've already violated my space this much.
She like deftly moves around and pulls up a stool behind you that it's like a tiered stool, and you feel her start rubbing your head. First, like she takes some water and cleans it, then rubs it, and then puts stuff in it. And how long's your hair?
It's like not at all like shoulder length, but it's longer.
Yeah, she like styles it into like a giant like cone, and everybody like, what are you all doing? As she's giving a Lysander a makeover?
Just watching.
Taking it in. Now, are they in a building?
No, it's like an open front boutique.
Okay.
Imagine it like a mall kiosk.
Okay.
But set into the buildings.
Yeah, I want to check out the back if I can, if it's not readily visible.
Yeah.
See if there's anything going on there.
Yeah, so as you kind of walk around the side of this kiosk set in in the building line, there's just boxes. Nothing really crazy.
Yeah, I'll peek in one of the boxes.
It's lotions.
I'll grab one.
Okay.
And if people are watching, I'll stand back and use Mage Hand when nobody's looking.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oof, my goof. Man.
System cover for him and just kind of like stand in front of it.
There's a D4 in chat, yeah?
Yeah.
There is a
Okay.
D4 in chat.
That's a 5.
You gonna use that D4?
I did.
Okay.
I shouldn't have wasted it, but
We no longer have a D4. She notices you as you're rifling around, and so she speaks to Vaughn. Vaughn, is this your friend? Hello.
oh, I'm just having a look around.
Yeah, typically we come to the store to sample things.
Oh, I'm sorry. I will come back around. I'll put it back in the box. And
Okay. And she's like, here, pulls a stool out for you. Are you two friends?
oh no, no, I do not know this man.
Vaughn, can you explain to him the miracle that is happening with you right now? Because she looks at your greasy hair, your greasy, like, shoulder length hair, Quinn.
Have a seat, stranger. This stuff is great. And boy, I don't know what it was, but I was expecting some weird effect from it. I was expecting to, I don't know, go numb or something, but nothing. It actually feels kind of soft and smooth and nice.
Why would it go numb? That's a weird feeling that you would get from lotion. But
I've heard
don't
stories
know.
of people
She-
being poisoned through lotions and stuff. I don't know.
those are just
Anyway.
old wives' tales. Have a seat, and so she
No,
kind of like
I'm-
forcefully
I'm-
shoves you kind of like.
Tiny gnome just like jumps up, grabs your shoulders, and slams.
It did. No, I am good. Where is this
Nah, I have a
manufactured?
seat. And I'd like to use, if I can, I'd like to try and use my mage hand to like move a stool or something like right behind him.
Okay, I love this.
And kind of knock my knees out.
Yeah, you do
from
it.
behind me.
Oh,
Fine. I will sit.
oh, where's this all manufactured? It's all locally sourced. There's a couple farms that we get some of the products from, and so she's like, here, hold your palms out like this, and she grabs some lotions and spreads it on your hand. This is what I believe you were trying to sample without asking. So normally we do this. Then you take it and you just
Sure.
rub it in, like washing your hands, which I'm sure that
Sure.
doesn't happen very often for you.
I'm not smelly.
I could see your hair. It's not.
Actually, I have pretty good hair.
Oh,
Like, it is pretty clean.
I don't know
I
about
beg to
that.
differ.
Anyways,
I like self-consciously prestidigitation my own hair.
so
Brent just smiles.
I mean, technically, I don't have hair. I have like tentacles on my head, but inside, clean them.
so is it just you here that works at this
Oh
place?
yeah, no, I man the have the shop for 8 hours the day we're open. But it all goes back to the the Tross 10. Have you heard of the Tross 10?
Oh yeah, we have heard of them for sure.
Who's we? I haven't heard of him.
Oh, do you have more
What?
people in your party?
I have friends all over the place.
I'm not making fun of anybody, Robo.
Anyway, yeah, this is nice. Do you sell this anywhere else in town?
Oh, we have. Yeah, no, it gets sold all over the place. I mean, clearly it says the Tross 10, so this originated in the town of Trossenwald. It's
You've been
lovely there.
Oh, I have been there. Sorry.
Oh, you have? Oh. Did you meet our main branch of the Tross 10?
Possibly.
Murdered them all.
Self-defense.
Don't pull a sword unless you're planning on using it. Also, I did almost die. So.
Several of us almost died.
Well, I mean, good news is we're always.
Deadliest encounter.
If you haven't seen, I've sold a lot of these today.
I have not seen.
And Lysander, or sorry, Vaughn, she doesn't know your name. How are you liking all of these treatments?
It's been good so far. I don't know if I want more, but it's been good.
Well, what if I told you could sell these to people?
I don't know that I want to sell them. I might buy some, but I don't want to sell them. I'm not a salesman.
Well, I can tell you, I make a lot of money. You should see my house.
I don't care about houses or money. I just kind of wander around a lot, so I don't need any of that. But thank you.
Well, I will tell you, this has been complimentary, and I hope you enjoy it. And so she comes back around to that layered stool and washes out what she put in your hair. It's just like conditioner, so it feels really nice and clean at this point. The shampoo is already done. And then she rubs the stuff she put on your face off. You got a nice little glow to you. Well, we're always here if you're interested in more of these. I mean, you will get home and you will find out that your hair is amazing. And
I'll buy a bottle of the hair stuff.
Okay. Oh, the lotion too, or just the hair?
Oh, hell, why not the lotion too?
Okay. 5 silver for that. She gets you a nice little bag. And now what to do with you? So this is Vaughn. He is my new friend. What is your name?
I don't need anything.
Oh, it's complimentary. I just told him. What is your name?
No, I have one, and I'll take out. See, I already own one, and I'll take out the tainted sample.
Oh, but that looks very old, and it's running out.
No. I am fine. Actually, I'll just be going now.
I'll give her 3 more silver to give him another bag full of it.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna be looking around to see if there's any other like symbols or anything tying them to the Cerberus assembly or anything like that. Just kind of walking around looking at stuff.
Okay, give me a
I would like
perception check.
to, wherever Brant is doing that, just kind of like obscure him. Or like anytime it looks like she's going to like look in his direction, just sort of like nudge something or make a racket or.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and do it with advantage if you don't need it. Ooh.
Nope. 21 is the best of the two. So.
Okay. Yeah, you don't really find anything. You find like where the cash box that she has. You find some pamphlets that you've seen before.
Any robes?
No robes.
Someone would wear in a weird meeting place in the middle of nowhere.
No robes. No.
Okay.
This is a place of business. They wouldn't. What are you thinking? And she's getting more forceful with you, Quinn, in the idea of, well, here, and she grabs your hand just like she did Lysander and rubs the lotion on you. This is by far our best product, and again, this is complimentary for you. Just rub it in, see how it's nice.
Yes, I am not doubting the quality.
I just noticed you have a lot of wrinkles, and I'm trying to.
Yes,
help
I am
with
an
that.
old man, and I don't have much need for this. It's not for me. It's not my style.
Well, we're always here if you're interested.
Yeah, if things change, I will come back.
Okay. That's fair. And as that happens, you hear a small explosion.
Running.
Oh my god, who was that? Okay.
Yep, running.
Okay.
Running directly towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's back towards the area you came.
Of course it is.
Yeah, definitely. I will get up from my stool and I will head that way. Thank you for your time.
Well, and you see she's just like cowered.
Yes. Hide yourself.
And your kids.
Lysander, let's go.
Okay. So you run, and where this happened, you I'm gonna say not all anarchy has broken loose, but there's a lot of people that are like, what was that? What, and then you see like Zerial come with you. I'm saying Zerial, damn it, Robo. I think that's your fault. Zerial come with you, and like you all meet at the same spot, and it is over an open sewer grate, and you see like the flame has popped out. But that is where we're going to end it for tonight. We're cutting it a little bit short. We are in end game territory here, folks. Hopefully next week we'll have Amethel back with us for the finale.
The finale.
Singed Samuel coming from the grave.
Yeah, it's exciting. So yeah, just be sure to come next week, and we'll finally put this thing to rest.
We'll finally make amends.
Finally have made our
We're
amends.
beyond that now.
I mean, to be fair, you guys got a beautiful makeover.
I feel good.
Hell yeah, I did.
Lysander, you smell amazing.
I feel fabulous.
Yeah, so we're going to end it here. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us on this Wednesday night. Hoping everybody's staying sane, safe, and the anxiety level lowers here soon. But please take care of yourself. And we will see you all Saturday. Bye.
See ya.
Good night.